Did you watch the first Creed, Ash?
Yes, I did.
Have you watched the Rocky movies?
No.
Okay, so you just watched Creed.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of Rocky, but not all of
Okay.
it.
Well, out of like when you what did you how'd you go when you watched the first Creed, having not watched the Rocky movies? I think it stands up.
It's a pretty basic story, Rocky.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think from general pop culture knowledge, you'd be able to piece together the history of Rocky.
I feel like Creed just stands apart by itself. It's like you can go in, and most people know the basis of Rocky, as you're just saying. So the movie works, and the story obviously is basically following. What's his? I can't remember. Adonis Creed? I can't remember his first name.
Adonis Creed.
Yeah, is that it? Did I get it right?
That's how it sounds. Or
fuck yes, I'm pro. I'm pro. So the story basically follows it. Now the thing I have going into number 2, which we're about to check out the trailer for, is we already know the plot elements. This one is tying way more into Rocky lore. You know.
Yeah.
So how do you feel as someone who's only watched the first Creed movie with basic Rocky knowledge without any of the movies, going into Creed 2? Is it annoying they've kind of dived back into like Rocky lore?
No, I don't mind.
Still going to be able to keep up, do you reckon?
Yeah, it's got Michael B. Jordan and everyone in it still, so that's going to be fine.
I think you're just at a stage where you're kind of like, Michael B. Jordan's in anything, I'll watch it.
Yeah, lately.
You're a Michael B. Jordan fanboy over here.
Except Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Have you not watched that?
I have not watched that.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that shit either. If I can get out of
here.
here.
You want to watch coming soon?
No. What is that?
What do you want to watch?
Oh!
Fortnightly podcast series.
Is it? Oh, everyone should check that out. All right, let's watch the trailer because I'm going to be interested to see if the plot seems heavy on the thing. Well, give me a synopsis first.
The synopsis is pretty basic. Under the tutelage of Rocky Balboa, newly crowned light heavyweight champion Adonis Creed faces off against Victor Drago, the son of Ivan Drago.
Yeah, which is the villain from Rocky 3?
Something. 3?
I think.
I want to say 3.
Yeah, I think it's 3. So, let's watch trailer. You got knocked the fuck out!
We got this. You heard me?
Also Tessa Thompson.
Yep.
She's like one of my favorite actresses.
They've both blown up since
in the ring. You got rules. Outside, you got nothing. Life hits you with all these cheap shots. People like me, we live in the past. You got people that need you now.
This is like years later.
You got everything to lose.
You got a baby and everything.
This guy's got nothing to lose.
Guess he beat that cancer.
Choice. That's the same thing your father said.
Maybe he didn't.
Died
Maybe
right
he's still got it. Maybe he's in a
hand.
recession or whatever.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Maybe he's already dead.
He's a ghost. Rocky's a ghost. Oh.
Like Joel.
Like we got some Kendrick up in this?
You don't think you got your validation?
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got war peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
I want to rewrite history.
Don't pretend this is about your father.
I was born like this, is born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, was out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your bed. This that from the kiss to bed. This that I got.
They're gonna show the
it may not seem like it now.
who's fighting, or
Yeah, that's what I think.
well, I suppose that I suppose the thing is they don't really want to push too heavy on because who the villain is for people who have only watched the first film.
Yeah.
Because they don't want that to be too much of a focus, I guess. But for people who are fans of the Rocky movies, one of the ridiculous plot points of the second is that because everything ties in, there is a degree of ridiculousness to the Rocky / Creed films at this stage. Because of course, Creed has a son who grows up, who finds Rocky. Rocky then trains his son. Like it's like that whole thing of being like, when they announced it's like when they did The Force Awakens and there was like one black character. It's like Lando's son. Must be. There can only be one. So it's like it's that kind of thing when they're like, we're doing Creed, and if you saw Michael B. Jordan in it, they're like, it's got to be tied into the Rocky universe. Must be Creed's son. Adonis or whatever the first one's son. Must be his son.
Yeah.
And it was. And then we get to the sequel, and continuing in the very small world that apparently is the fucking Rocky's boxing world. It's like, who's the next big up-and-coming fighter that he has to challenge? It's the son of one of Rocky's original, like, fucking villain type. It's like, it's a bit, it's one of the problems.
That's sports, though.
Hey?
It's sports. Son's always following the footsteps of their fathers, it seems like.
It's that small world universe type thing. I mean, it's cool. It is a kind of thing when you kind of switch off if you have any problems with it being like the universe is too small. You can go in and watch it and just be like, well, if you're a fan of Rocky movies, it is a cool premise to have him fight. And I don't know, have they? I haven't been keeping up too much on the news on this. Have they said if what the fuck's going to be in it? The original actor. Oh, fucking Dolph Lundgren is in it. Dolph Lundgren is in it? Yeah, so that's cool. So you're going to see Dolph Lundgren and Sylvester Stallone on the screen again, together as those characters. It's cool. What did you think? Especially as someone who's only watched the first Creed.
It looks cool. It sounded cool.
Yeah, you got
it's that. Good trailer. I mean...
Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's a serious time jump, obviously.
A couple of years at least.
2-3 At least 9 months.
So. Yeah, at least 9 months. The egg timer of the baby. At least 9 months.
Yeah. Maybe 8 months.
Yeah. I mean, also, I have to go back and rewatch the first one and other things because I'm like, spoilers. I mean, Rocky was going to die, right? Was the cancer?
He
thing, right?
had cancer.
He had cancer, so presumably he was
going to give up, and then Creed got him to keep fighting.
Yes.
Cancer.
Yeah, okay, so he gets through the cancer is the thing we're saying. Now, his girlfriend, I've watched the movie in like 1.5 years, 2 years, whatever it was.
Yeah.
His girlfriend, she was going deaf.
Yes.
So she hasn't gone deaf. But in the
she's really good at lip reading.
In the movie, it seems like it's not a thing. But I remember in the first movie, she was like, it's catching up, like it's going to be soon, like this disease or whatever thing she had, like she was going to go deaf soon. But those things are just kind of going out the window, apparently. I don't know. I have to rewatch the first one. The first one's a great movie. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch the first one. And there's, before you watch this one, especially. Do you reckon you'll go watch this at the cinemas?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch? Because I presume you watched the second one like DVD or like something like that. Yeah. I grew up with my dad and like my pop on one side, both being huge Rocky fans. So as a kid, we've got the box set. My pop owned like 10 VHSs total, and it was like eight of them were the Rocky movies. You know, like
it's crazy because there's only like 6.
well, I think there was whatever number there was. I can't remember, but it's like here's the Rocky box set. Didn't have obviously the 2005. That's why it gets confusing because it's like there was a really shit one at some point just called like Rocky Balboa or whatever, or just Rocky. The last one. And then the last one was called Rocky Balboa, which was okay, but the one before that was really, really bad. But I think it gets confusing. There's like the original trilogy, well, not trilogy. There's the original movie set, and then there's like 2 sequels spread out after that before Creed shows up, basically, and they're the ones off and on. So yeah, I really loved Creed, and I'm really looking forward to this. What are you going to give it?
2 thumbs up.
I give it 2 thumbs up too. You can't go wrong with that trailer, with loyalty off Kendrick in the background, bunch of training montage, cool things, underwater punching. Do you know how hard that is, Ash? Do you know how hard it is to punch underwater?
He's going so fast.
He's going so fast. That shit's insane. Reminds me of when I saw Dark Knight Rises and I saw Bane do the whole it does that like really quick punch. Oh no, Batman does like the really quick punch there at one stage. I'm like, do you know how hard that is to punch that fast? Like against a guy wearing armor? That shit's insane.
Yeah.
Gosh,
crazy.
Insane. So Creed 2 out later this year. Really excited. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would watch.